Hi girls, Life Coach Elle here with sisterhoodconnection.com, a book to help women find themselves and find self-love. Today, I'm bringing to you girls Maria Pascucci with mariapascucci.com, and she's one of the contributors to the book as well. Hi Maria, how are you?
Hi Elle, thank you so much for inviting me to speak with you today. I'm so excited and honored to be here.
My pleasure. I'm so excited. We finally get to meet in person. A lot of people don't know that some of the contributors I actually don't know. I just truly believed that the right woman would support that whole self-love idea. And I am just humbled to get to know each one of you girls, and today getting to really dive in deeper into your message. As I shared with you before, one of the girls in a class that I was giving shared the question that you contributed to the book as a huge breakthrough aha moment for her when we're talking about sensitivity and superpowers. So tell us, who is Maria?
Who is Maria? So I am a women's empowerment coach, and I empower highly sensitive women like me to let go of that exhausting pressure to be perfect and really harness the power of their sensitivity and transform it into a leadership asset to reclaim their health, their energy, and their voices, leading to confidence and creating power from that.
That is phenomenal. I love how you use the word transform, because that is really what we do. Is we have the tools to transform one way of thinking into a more empowered way of thinking. So tell me more about highly sensitive women. What does that mean? I mean, this term knowledge is being used all the time, and I just want to know what it means to you.
Right. I mean, everybody has a different sort of definition of what it is, and what is a highly sensitive person, and what is an empath. I mean, to me, I really like to keep things simple. A highly sensitive person is somebody who pretty much grew up their whole lives hearing, "You're too sensitive, you're too emotional, stop being such a drama queen, stop being such a girl."
Yep.
And we hear this so often growing up that we learn from a really young age that who we are authentically on the inside isn't appropriate or isn't worthy or good enough or acceptable. So many of us put on this perfectionist mask to be acceptable for society. And then we start to so many of us, we either start overachieving in one area to compensate for this sensitivity flaw that we think,
Right.
or we completely shut down and we buy into our own story that I'm too sensitive, I'm not good enough, so I'm not going to bother to try.
Right. I know that growing up, when I hear the word sensitive, now I do think it's a superpower and I love it, but I had to learn on how to transform, how you say. But the whole idea of growing up and just hearing you're too sensitive, and then when you do feel things more than the other people normally would, you do start self-doubting. There's a lot of self-doubt and thinking that something is wrong with you. So I really appreciate that you sharing that message with a lot of women so they understand that. What is one of the hottest topics that it comes up for you? For like the girls that you normally coach, like what is the hottest topic?
Coach, yeah, I would say that it would be communication in relationships. And by relationships, I don't necessarily just mean a romantic relationship.
Right.
With colleagues, classmates, spouses, parents, and most importantly, it's the communication that they have with themselves internally.
Huh.
So we go in there, and I'm trained as a coach, and as a highly sensitive person, I'm really good at reading energy. And I can tell when a woman is typically highly overwhelmed and on the verge of completely shutting down, it's all of the thoughts that are racing through her mind that are overwhelming her to the point of, her maybe wanting to give up. So then we go in there and we coach through that. And I'm able to create, again, resting on my own sensitivity superpowers, I'm able to create such a warm and loving and gentle space for them that it empowers them to be able to break through some of that stuff that's been holding them back for decades at times.
Yeah, I normally call that little the inner child. So a lot of us don't understand that our brain grows up, but our brain still has that inner child there, and that inner child is very sensitive, and it can hear, it can feel, it can smell everything out there. So if we don't know how to nurture that inner little girl, we don't know how to stop to calm down from the soul, from within. So I really like how you said just creating that loving space is so important for them to just get the little inner girl and just take care of it.
Exactly. And I find so often that sort of that little girl within us that's been wounded or maybe been through a trauma where she's been teased, that it's something where if women grow up developing this sort of love-hate relationship with their inner critic, we have to beat it and we have to kill it and we have to kick its ass and all that stuff, that all that does is it creates this relationship with you're at war with yourself and who
right
battle with yourself.
Right.
So instead, like for me personally, when I was in middle school and went through puberty, my hormones were crazy unbalanced and I broke out. I had terrible acne and I used to get teased and bullied in school. And I was so sensitive that stuck with me for most of my adult life, that if I didn't look perfect and have flawless skin or the perfect body or hair or whatever it was, that I wasn't worthy or good enough of love and belonging. So for me, it's going deep and really talking in that loving voice to that child within me, sitting with her and letting her know that it's okay, that I don't have to be perfect and look perfect every single day of my life in order to connect with people.
Yes, that's phenomenal. That's really good work. I appreciate so much your work, and I appreciate so much you showing up and being able to share that knowledge with women out there, because a lot of them haven't had the chance to have a loving environment to really let their inner child and their sensitivity thrive. How do the girls can get a hold of you? I know in the book your website is there, but how else?
So my website is mariapascucci.com, and that's just MARIA and then PASCUCCI.com.
Awesome. Maria, thank you so much. And one last question, because we are promoting our self-love book, how do you think the book is going to help other women to really find the confidence they're looking for?
I think that one of the biggest things is that this book is, even just the title, Sisterhood Connection. It's about women coming together and learning from each other and inspiring each other and collaborating. So many times I think women can develop these inner demons where we feel like we're all alone and no other woman on the planet could possibly be going through these issues. So once we start connecting, we realize that we're not alone. We're all connected. And I think I think it was Brene Brown who says shame needs secrecy and silence to grow. So one of the greatest ways to break through that shame is to have somebody else hear your story and say, me too.
Yes. Wow. That is so powerful. And collaboration is definitely the word. Definitely the biggest word when it comes to sisterhood. It's just that me too. That's awesome. Maria, thank you so much for being with us today. And I can't wait to just have another episode and we can chat about different stuff that comes up for both of us.
Yes, I look forward to that. Thank you.
Thank you for watching us. Sisterhoodconnection.com. Look up Maria over here and grab your copy on Amazon. Bye, girls.